protects. Nothing to see here.
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly at your service.
Abercrombed and...
Let's see what you got in stock. So long.
Here must do it, sir. Over here. Abercrombed.
Let's see what... So long.
I wish you health.
Oh, no.
Ah, Hickoryto.
Young boots that
Hickoryto.
they come but to pour wine down their peasant gullets and start quarrels.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family manor and in Nazaire with...
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your...
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall...
Great. Can all... Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich...
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to...
He was actually a head...
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman. He never hesitated. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his young... Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of...
Shame that.
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide.
Mind giving me a little tour?
Not in the least. Follow me. Behold, sir, your estate.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me...
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasure.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
a horse drops if you ride it with a constant gallop.
If thy lips don't stink of wine...
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place.
Now
They look beautiful, especially come spring.
don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Oh! Hey now!
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of the...
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Spring to your step. Wine adorns your head with gold.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. upstairs.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise... With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco, if... Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest...
Think I'll take you up on that. Mentioned the place could stand...
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question...
Been thinking about the outer walls.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renov... Not only did the residents positively sparkle afterwards, but we all... I understand, of course.
Know what?
I shall be glad to...
Thanks.
Stomach growls like an angry wolf.
Leave me be, please. Am I invisible?
Witch it. I've a matter of prime urgency and import.
Your wound.
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some...
Want me to stand in for you?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden.
What makes you think...
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so... Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at the
Trickery? That even befitting?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged, she consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what... I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk
notice any other strange...
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first...
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk.
Nothing unusual. Tell me more about Vivian.
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year.
Got a problem then?
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my... I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so.
This tourney...
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marks... Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in it.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. Agreed. That is an amount.
Fine, I'll look into it.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure...
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn... I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply.
Marksmanship.
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets! Once more?
Glad.
Once more?
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you?
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea. Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now. All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route, the time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may...
Giddy up. Will you give it another go? No harm in going again.
Whoa there, Roach.
So, have you had enough?
Had enough. Rather not wear... Be nice to swing.
Very well. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
At last, Shampana! We stand lie stripped of all that is...
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flaunt its writ and brought in chains.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
By my
Witcher
troth,
act
it is the
always
Witcher
swift.
who
You need
shaped
not ask me twice.
The end! This is it! Look alive!
That's enough of that.
I shall bleed you like a stuck pig.
I expected you to...
Could probably use some more practice.
I can fight.
By my troth, it is the Witcher who saved us from war.
Let's go to the Crayfest here!
That's enough of that.
Quickly! From the right! Now!
What?
Think I've seen it.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all...
Just unto the knight returned from his days at war. Get the last first in his
Where does a snake keep its paws?
Oh boy, oh boy!
Ah!
Ooh!
La 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 la.
Greetings. Want to join the
Naturally, we must first see to formalities.
Really?
My findings show you may...
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It...
Ravix of Forehorn?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One Ravix of Forehorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, this was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said...
Yeah, those were the days. Kahira and I led... I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them. As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Gonna come right out with it.
The winner of each Whoever has the best result once all contests have played. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, Her Illustrious Highness...
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know.
Splendid. In that case...
I vow on the love of my lady, whose name I...
May the gods succor you in your endeavors. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged...
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's...
Right, Edward Clans! This time.
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight elf?
All jesting aside, here on a...
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just
Guessing that's again...
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you...
Makes no difference to me either.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round.
Thanks.
Ha! You've denied me some diversion.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. You have sworn your vows. You...
Behold Horm Akespark of the Mächtige. Against him new blood, and Sir Geralt of Rivia. The target he must with his quarrel. May the better man win. Like a lover ghostly grasping but one fair teat, Geralt's half strewn twixt joyous victory and bitter defeat. Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow.
Thank you, my lady. My medallion's vibrating strongly.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations.
Thanks.
Good work! Perhaps you could find a clue.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose.
Yeah, let's go.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach. fair, Vivian. Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet. Thy two breasts are like...
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big. Jar of concealing ointment. Powerful magic at work here. Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme. Hairs and salts. Used to make compresses. Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so.
Someone approaches.
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to...
Sirs, what seeks you in my lady's tent? Why were you in there? The flower of chivalry. Step to your heads.
to see here. Move along.
Come and get it.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names: Halmarin, the Baron of Longfall, Linos of Metina, Rainfarn of Atra, Macaspark of Macht, Dodimir of Troy, Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess, Delwyn of Craigiau, Count Tai of Dondal, Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince, Geralt of Rivia, for Gregoire of Mount Gorgon, let out a... Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how...
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your presence here is...
And yours is an offense to my eyes.
The tourney's protector, the maid Vivian. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace...
The time has come for you, Senna.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most. Before us Geralt from Rithia come, fast as the wind, bright as the sun. We the thunderous roar, whose pounds the ground, no legion of drummers could make such a sound. So close! Will he last? Endure and keep pace?
Whoa there, Roach.
A race of such style, such grace, such... To honor our entrance, praise each fair knight.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize.
Many thanks.
By the way, my maid saw a man with white hair sneak out of...
No idea.
How juvenile.
We must drink to this. Come with me to the feet.
Lead the way.
So, any thoughts on Vivian?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Only guessing right now. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivian...
A Bruxa?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before
Sorry, don't drink while I work.
Your presence at this time. I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Coward. Mounted.
Since you insist.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you. May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice!
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1! For reasons unknown except to them, the gods have chosen to punish me.
Damn it, you still need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help, badly.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off
Something like that, minus the vow. And, I'd still rather...
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
That grey-domed scoundrel, ever seeking lady.
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Flew off. Worth going after. Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Witcher.
Lady Vivian? Counted on me getting low.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at...
So you're not actually...
A what?
Suspicion I had, that you might be a vampire. Certain... Here you come to this cliff.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade...
Want what done?
While you are a witcher, you were hired to kill...
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Why should I guess when you could tell?
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak too? 'Cause...
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me.
You got nothing to fear. Came here to help you.
So be it. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it demanded payment. And when my parents...
Parents ever describe the...
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my...
The curse. It could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant.
And you truly think you could do something like this?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case, yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Could try transferring the curse onto...
What? Out of the question. I should...
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg.
Consequences.
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no... Yet you wish to give me...
I see why. I understand.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney.
Think I'll stay here.
As you wish.
Master Witcher!
They're smearing his hiney with honey. I don't know why.
Yes? You, sir, are...
Guilty as charged. And you gotta be some...
It's like you read my mind.
Just some...
A soothsayer!
Might help.
Good. Yeah.
Sure.
See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Dog Thistle.
How's it?
So? Well?
Problem solved. Shale Mother lived in the...
Super!
See you later. Harpies got their nest here. Damn, water's hot. Get burned if I don't watch it. Could use some protection. Maybe Quen will work.